Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Conundrum Cast, where we talk about everything and anything, tackling the small topics and the big questions. My name is Imre, and I'm your host. I got with me, again, Garrick. Say hello.
I'm back. What's up?
And we have a new guest, my very, 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 very good friend,
That's
Ryan.
a lot of varies. Jesus Christ.
We got my friend Ryan here.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so this episode, because we didn't really have anything planned, but like I've been wanting to do this for a while anyway, it's just talk about aspirations, hopes and dreams, things you want to achieve, kind of spitballing ideas that we as a group or by ourselves have had of things that we want to create, kind of thing. So, you know, like sometimes we just wake up and you're like, hey, I want to do this. Or like, that's a cool idea of a thing I want to do one day. So, I don't know. That seems like a fun time. So, because, yeah, always like me and Eric, or with Ryan as well, we like hang out and we just talk about stuff. And we're like, hey, that could be a cool idea. I would like to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't really know where to start with this, but like, cool. I think, actually, I'll start. So, me and Ryan, first time, well, how we like met and bonded was over a YouTube channel called Game Grumps. And because I always think that Ryan is like the funniest dude ever. No, it's true though. It's true though. And
yes.
I always wanted to make a YouTube channel like Game Grumps as well. And then like me and Ryan were like, well, I was super into the idea, and I don't know how much you were into the idea, but like we tried, and we like did some like practice recordings. I got to say, like those were actually really funny. I enjoyed that. I've always wanted to do that, but I think because it's just hard to get all the equipment for like software capture and video game capture and all that. And yeah, so in the end, I've ended up making the podcast, which is actually a lot easier. But
wait, so is there like a old video that you have like somewhere on your like laptop?
No, they're
just
not.
two puny little voices like, "Hey guys, welcome back to Game Grumps 2.0."
Not quite, no, but I do have like the old voice recordings. But like they were actually pretty good. Like it was funny content.
So it was last year, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was last
Really?
year. Yeah, it wasn't even that long ago.
Same voices at least.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But
I mean,
that's always something I
damn.
want to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, you used to make YouTube videos as well.
Oh, we're really gonna bring that up?
Hey man, we're
Sorry.
talking about kind of voices.
Bro, yeah, no, dude, like, because I was like a big fan of Shane Dawson back in the day. Yes, you can.
Oh, it fucking shows in your videos.
Yeah, bro, like legit.
You got like quick cuts of like you in different like outfits and shit.
Yeah, like, yeah, I remember I did this one video for Valentine's Day where I like dressed up like a friggin' Family Guy version of like my dad, where I'm just like it's legit just me with a shirt, tie, and a fake mustache on, and I'm just like, "What's up, son?" And I'm like, damn, this is some new age kind of
comedy right here.
This
Yeah,
is content right here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's just what Vine was basically.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
pretty
miss
much.
Vine. Mine.
Damn, you did it before Vine.
Damn.
Actually, I made some vines
Yeah,
just
I did
before it
too.
started dying. I thought it was pretty funny, but yeah. I mean, now there's TikTok.
And
Which
Aweevo. Have you heard of that?
No.
Aweevo's like it's the same as Vine except worse.
Except what? Yeah. I mean, most rip-offs nowadays are just kind of worse.
Yeah, I think it's actually made by the guys who made Vine though.
Oh yeah. No. Now I do know. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just so bad, dude. Like,
Really?
Yeah, like they have the little like Aweevo logo in the side, and it's like super colorful. It looks like something made in like MS Paint back in the 90s, bro. It's just
It's like the
gross.
old Twitter logo. Have you seen? Like, do you remember the old Twitter
Yeah.
logo? Like all green.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking like like the LimeWire logo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
I wasn't around for the time of LimeWire, but
bro.
like the whole for like pirating music age, because yeah,
you wouldn't download a car.
you would download a house. Yeah.
No, but yeah, and like I know I used to try and keep to a schedule as well. Like I tried to make at least like one video a month.
Okay.
Yeah, and like at the time I was like, yeah, dude, like this is some real ish right here. Like this is gonna get me somewhere. And
Yeah.
then
Well, how many followers did you get? Subscribers, sorry.
like 1.2K.
All right.
But that was over the course of like 4 years.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
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 But still, yeah. Oh god, I forgot where I was going with this. Yeah, no, like consistently uploading is very hard. I know this because I'm doing a weekly podcast, and like there's 2 weeks now where I didn't upload anything.
But guys, don't forget that he's got a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, no, like if I had been consistently uploading, this would be my 10th episode today. But yeah, so it takes a lot of work and effort to put it in, but it does pay off as well.
It was like so hard trying to keep up to that whole schedule back when I was doing YouTube because of the fact that I was making skip videos.
Yeah.
And so it was like, bro, like
finding topics and stuff. Yeah,
topics, trying to like find ways to like make jokes, but then realizing I'm not a comedian, so it's not gonna work out.
Yeah, I used to also, like, as a kid, like, listen to, like, comedians and stuff, like, where do they come up with those ideas, you know?
Yeah, see, I was the same, but with the really bad ones. Like, I was really into Carrot Top when I was younger.
Okay.
Yeah, bro, do you know Carrot Top?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah, the dude who just, like, gets a bunch of, like, props and stuff and just,
yeah.
And he's like, isn't this goofy? Crazy, huh? I'm not funny.
Yeah, but that's also, like, that can tap into, like, that kind of sarcastic comedy,
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, so I was like super into like Shane Dawson and like do you know Dissonate?
Yes.
Yeah. I was really into them too, and so like I used to copy their format, and like I was also really into Mitchell Davis, who's basically like the person who made like, well, I don't know if he made it up, but like he basically had that layout of Dissonate.
Okay.
But it was just him, and he was and his friend Kyle, and they had that whole like layout of like how they made their videos the same exact way before Dissonate did. So yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah. I don't know, I like, because I have ADHD, I do like end up picking up hobbies and stuff, like things like I get super into it, like for like 1 or 2 months I just non-stop do this.
Yeah, like you always have like a flavor of the month kind of
Yeah,
thing.
exactly. Yeah, but like I still have a lot of my like unfinished projects that I do want to continue doing. Like, yeah, there's the book I'm writing, which I'm like 6 chapters in.
Damn.
And I mean, I've been collecting ideas for that book for like 2 years beforehand.
Yeah.
So like I have a lot of content, and like I've spitballed like about ideas and stuff with Ryan as well. And we came up with that really cool idea. Because for those listening, like that don't know, which is most people, the idea of it is, well, it's kind of like a, like in space bounty hunter. It's very like, you know, generic, but I want to also tie in like also like medieval kind of topics as well. It's basically like, depending on what planet, you know, it's developed different types. So like they could end up going to a planet where it's literally just cavemen kind of thing. But we came up with this one idea for a planet, which was basically just a giant floating orb of water, like just a giant bubble, and in the center of it there's like a giant clamshell, and inside the clamshell is like the city, which is just such a out there idea, and I think it's really cool. Yeah, so like spitballing ideas to friends is so fun. But yeah, no, I have a lot of things like that. I mean, like I want to make music, and I'm doing the podcast now, which is cool because I'm actually like doing something and like consistently uploading, because this has been going for like two-ish months now. So I'm really happy with how it's going as well. And then, like, for a long time I've wanted to make clothing, and I guess the closest I've got to like working on that idea was in design my first year, where I was making like the logos and like the advertisements and stuff for my fashion clothing thing. But I've always wanted to make more with that, I guess. And then it's also nice like uploading stuff to Instagram, like photos and stuff, just kind of trying to consistently upload, which is always cool when we hang out because we take so many photos. And like that recent one we did, the ugly risk, which is such a cool idea. I'm like, I want to do more of that, like do some sort of collaboration. Hell
yeah. I mean, we could be like Dissonate but worse. Nah, I love Dissonate, God bless.
But one of the recent ideas I had, which I liked, was because I'm going with this whole Ugliibabii thing. Because there's a New Zealand fashion brand called the I Love Ugly, and I want to get some clothing, like customize it to make the I Love Ugly with the 2 eyes, which would be really cool. But talk about your music and stuff as well, because you're doing the stuff with your characters. So like I've been like trying to write a lot. I need to like do it more consistently. So like I'm like super into how David Bowie used to write. For example, with Ziggy Stardust. Originally, like, he wrote that with the idea of it being a musical.
But like it was because it was like the 60s, and it was like he wanted to make the first musical that was like rock based.
Yeah.
And so and so he like wrote that whole like thing about like an alien that comes down to Earth and has like 2 years, I think it was, to save the planet.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
just ends up joining a band. But like so he had that whole like concept and like with the idea of it being a musical, and like I got into like writing plays and stuff. Like for example, I wrote, it's like the only play I've wrote.
Yeah.
But I wrote a play about this kid called Stage Fright. He's like this shut-in that like wears a balaclava and stuff, and he's just super scared of like everyone seeing how he like actually is and all that stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with him, like it's not like a Phantom of the Opera kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's more just like
Is this kind of a metaphor for something?
Sure, I guess. I don't know. He's just like super shut in, and like the master's supposed to hide his identity, so like no one like sees him and can't judge him or anything. And then he meets this girl like on his first day outside like ever in like a few years. Like I don't know. Kind of just realizes that like it's not actually as scary as he thought it was. But that character idea came from like like trying to write a concept album.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and so like I had that character for like a good like year or two. And then I reckon now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try writing plays first, and then write them in the format of like a musical. I mean, it's like super hard work, but like it also like helps me like write all the different like say if it was like a scene.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so like every song would be like a new scene. I mean, I've got like a couple different characters right now. Like I've got Stage Fright. I've come up with this new character called Ritz. I like always liked how David Bowie like wrote characters based off of himself. But like in that time frame. So
right.
Like,
yeah.
so like with the Thin White Too, he was just like that was back when he was like really addicted to cocaine and stuff, and so at that point like his like whole mindset had been like completely messed up. Right. And so like from all the drugs and stuff, and so he made that like character. He like I don't even know if he like made it. He just like kind of embodied this like new like persona. Okay. And then like wrote music with that kind of thing, and then I don't know.
That's really cool. Yeah, see that's been inspiring me as well, because I hear you talking about this kind of stuff, and I've been experimenting with like different characters as well, because I write music. I write music. That's a bit pretentious. Not really. I spitball ideas on my phone, but like there's a couple of different like specific styles that I go in. So I want to kind of embody the different styles with a character, and I've kind of already got like basic ideas for what they are based on my character, my personality and stuff. So that's something I've been doing as well. And we were talking about you wanting to make like a music video or something with your characters, with the master you were making as well.
With that music video I had the idea of because I've been making like these big ass heads for a photography project at school. And like it's just like these three demons that are like kind of forming like this new little gang, and they think they're like super cool and stuff. And like like I got that idea from the Justice music video for Stress. I just felt like, because I got a lot of elements from that song like that they used on this one song that I have called Crime Watch. Right. And I don't know, like I love that song so much, like it's like my favorite song they've made. And I don't know, I just feel like it'd be like a good music video.
Hell yeah. Okay, I want to focus on Ryan a bit as well.
What's going on?
Got to get you talking a little bit. So a thing that I usually do when I have new guests on is talk about like inspirations and stuff. That can be anything. It can be music you listen to, things from your childhood that kind of inspire you. Do you want to talk about that a little bit, or like what kind of music do you listen to?
I don't know. It changes a lot. It's mostly chill nowadays, but I don't think that would inspire me too much.
But do you think it's influenced you as who you are as a person?
You're kind of just more like, yo, dude, listen to the sick jam. Hell yeah.
Like, is this decent?
Yeah.
Please
Please tell
Tell me.
me
Is this
it's good.
acceptable? Yeah. It's just,
This is what- Norwegian throat bass.
it's just that like monk, like that monk singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just like a bunch of guys like harmonizing together.
Just
Just barbershop quartets.
yeah.
I used to sing barbershop actually.
Wait,
It was
what?
for a couple of years. I was doing barbershop at Steiner. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We went to like
I thought Havelock had that kind of program. I'm like,
no,
You're like,
no.
wait, I
Oh, well,
wasn't
Havelock
included?
did have a singing group.
they had like a boys choir.
Yeah. But me and a couple of friends from Steiner, yeah, we did barbershop for a bit, and we teamed up with the. Oh God, I don't. Saint John's. It is St. John's. Yeah. We teamed up with them, and we went to like the regional group as well. Yeah, and we
shit.
sung in
Whoa.
front of a whole bunch of people. Yeah, that was some crazy stuff. But
Did you guys like win anything?
no, we did not. But we tried. Hey, it was fun. We had like two like competitions that we joined. It was just something we did.
That's
But,
so funny. I'd never like think of you being in a barbershop. What's that?
I don't know. It was kind of
Also-
fun. Plus, also it got us out of class. So
Yeah. That's fair.
We need to start up that shit again, I swear.
yeah. Fuck.
yeah. But no, do talk a bit about just who you are as a person. Give us the rundown.
What inspires me?
Yeah. Because you've got a couple things that you want to do. Like you're talking about like animation and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. So that
Good
is
animation is always good, and I fucking love drawing. I've been trying to like get some storyboards out for like a couple of shows I want to like do and like movies I kind of want to make.
go on, talk about this. This is exactly what we want.
So it also I had an idea, but I've kind of scrapped that now. But I did the 48-hour film kind of thing. Film thing.
Film 40 hour
Challenge.
Yeah.
Gang. Dab.
film festival, right?
Yeah, but we were like spitballing ideas because we had like the main topic is time travel.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, like, what can we do? We found out a better idea because mine was definitely not practical.
So what was your idea?
I threw out the idea of time travel Hunger Games. If that makes any sense.
Kind of, yeah.
I just think of that episode from Rick and Morty with the space when they break like the realities, and then there's like the
I see what
nutsack
you
guy.
Yeah, the
who's
nutsack guy like comes
man,
into
you've been
everyone.
messing with time.
Yo, man, which one of you been messing with that
Yeah.
time, though?
And then they go beat up Einstein.
Yeah.
Don't mess with time. I will mess with time. I will mess with time. But what kind of concept? Sorry, do go on.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. There's like 16 people. Maybe not. That's a lot of writing. I haven't really gone through the logistics.
Would
of
that
it.
be a movie or a series?
I don't know. It depends. Well, if there's 16 people, then there's probably going to be a series.
Yeah.
16 reasons why.
Oh my god. There'll be a certain amount of people, and they all have to go back in time to either the same place or different places or different states in time, and just like
Trying to assassinate each
No.
other.
No. That would be pretty cool, but that's
So like going
that's
back and just killing like the parents before the kids born.
No. Even though that's still kind of like a good idea at the same time, but they go back into like different periods, and they have to like somehow butterfly effect their way to like the best like end result or the worst end result.
Oh. Wait, so are we
uh,
talking like multiple realities kind of stuff?
Yeah, but like they go back into like different times, but like none of them affect each other, only their time. And when they all come back at like after a day or two,
Yeah.
the one that like when they're in the future, the
Yeah.
person who's done like the worst damage to like that reality like
Yeah.
wins, and the rest have to stay back in their time and have to deal with all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's a cool idea though. So for example, like just assassinate like someone and then like,
Yeah.
oh look, Hitler rules the world.
Oh, if you go back in time, kill Hitler, and disguise yourself as him,
Right.
then you can reign more than him.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
conquer
okay.
the entire world.
That's really interesting. I like that. I mean, this whole like the multiple realities idea, I love so much. I'm really into like this. I've been doing a bit of research into like metaphysics and stuff. Anyway, of like the idea, for example, that you come to a crossroad where you can make a decision of either doing this or doing that, depending on what you do. Yeah, butterfly effecting. Like you could just make the difference of getting out of your chair or not getting out of your chair. But then further down the track, car crash or whatever happens, just because of this small change of what you did. That kind of stuff is super interesting. That's a really cool concept, yeah.
So like at the end, like the guy who did like the second amount of damage, like he still has to go back in time and he has to like live with all that kind of shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And he has to just stay there, I guess, while the other people. Oh no, the guy who won gets to stay in the future.
Okay.
Like his prison, basically.
Yeah.
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 That's so interesting.
I
So,
like your idea though.
so
Yeah.
but would it be like a game show or?
Yeah, of course. It's televised all over the world.
Okay.
It's like the
Okay.
Olympics kind of thing. But
Yeah.
like,
Wait, so is it?
so there'll be like a Russian team, there'll be an Australian team, there'll be,
Okay.
like a USA team.
That's really cool.
So they get to
Yeah.
like they could go back to like their own place too, and
Yeah.
like fuck up their own like.
yeah.
Yeah. Yo,
So like
they
the
would-
German team goes back.
Yikes! Okay.
Yo, the funniest part too would be like, for everyone else, like, during the, just before they all leave and
Yeah.
stuff. Like 2 seconds later they come back.
Yeah.
Like we won.
Yeah, no, in real time they'll be like gone and then come back.
Yeah.
But like in their time when they're out there, they'll be like
Yeah.
That
weeks
would be
or
really
years
cool
or
making a
however.
series there because
Yeah.
each episode is like focused on something else.
Yeah.
That would also be funny with the idea I had how they had to assassinate each other.
Yeah, I know,
like for
right?
example, a 40-minute episode of someone frantically trying to do something, and the episode ends with them just suddenly vanishing because someone else assassinated them. It's
Yeah.
like, I just spent 40 minutes getting invested in this character, and he
Yeah.
vanished because someone hit their parents. That's crazy. That's a really cool concept. So, what's the actual concept you went with for the 48-hour film festival?
So there's like 2 time travelers like running down the road because I guess they're late for something.
Wait, the time travelers, but they're late.
And no one can hear you over there.
Yeah, the time travelers, but they're late. Don't even worry about it. We didn't run past that. We had 48 hours. But they drop one of their pocket watches, and some other chick like comes up and picks it up and like goes back in time to a different place. So now
Okay.
they have to like follow her around, and they go back into the past. And we found this like cool place in Napier, like an Art Deco kind of place.
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
went into his basement and filmed in there and all that kind of stuff. So it
That's
looks
really
like,
cool.
old. And then we went to the future, and we went into this guy's like, he lives somewhere, and it's just like dirt mounds everywhere. It's like
Yeah.
a junkyard kind of place.
Okay.
And we made it like a dystopian kind of future
That's cool.
place. Yeah, but that's when like the audio didn't cut in, so
Oh, okay.
no one really understood it too much. I don't think. I don't know. But yeah, we went that way. I did, but yeah.
That's cool. And yeah, so what are you doing at EIT now?
I'm doing film.
Film, okay. Yeah. And you were saying you're into animation as well.
Yeah, but like I don't want to do a course on that. I feel like that's some spare time shit.
Yeah. That
That's
is
a hobby
something.
more than the actual like.
Yeah, definitely. No, what kind of animations do you like? Like, because there's different styles and stuff.
Oh, definitely like Rubber Hose.
Rubber Hose, yeah. That art style is amazing. Well, yeah, because you got very inspired by Cuphead, right? And I
Cuphead.
remember when you started drawing Cuphead characters and stuff. That was really cool. Yeah, that era of animation, like the golden age almost, is really, really cool. It's really interesting. I absolutely adore claymation. Claymation is so cool. Like the 70s kind of psychedelic claymation stuff is just wonderful to watch. It's so nice. Yeah, there's actually one of my favorite animators on YouTube is Felix Colgrave, who does Double King and
That's like his most famous one, but he did that music video.
exactly. Yeah, he makes like music videos and stuff. It's really cool, and that's also like very psychedelic stuff because it's all like repetition and things.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Dude, I showed Ryan this one guy, this claymation guy, who does like ads for like
Adult Swim.
yeah, Adult Swim and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, have you seen that claymation video on like going like all over Facebook and stuff like that of The Simpsons, and they have like a house?
Oh
invasion?
yeah.
The guy who makes made that like does stuff for.
He makes a Rick and Morty one as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dude, like, dude, I
That's
love
really
his
cool.
animation.
Yeah. Also, a cool claymation artist is Jack Stauber.
Right.
A lot of his music videos have like little clips of claymation stuff in it, and on his Instagram as well, he'll do like little clips like that. It's really, really cool. Yeah, claymation has always been such a cool thing to try out. I've always wanted to try that. Yeah, I mean, I was really into animation for a bit as well, wanting to try that. I bought like the drawing tablet and everything, but it's very hard. It's very, and the thing is with animation as well, like I have a hard time keeping a consistent art style. Yeah, but also another thing I was into was pixel animation, which is really, really cool. I really enjoy that. I think I got very inspired by Shovel Knight. The Shovel Knight game. Yeah, you like that as well, right, Ryan?
It's quite good. Very fun.
And that kind of
Nice
animation
style.
goes... I think what got got me into that the most was also because I like a lot of indie games like that. For example, there's Final Station, which is a pixel animation like horror type game.
Yeah.
That's really cool. And then like all the old like Mario and like Pokemon, those like 16-bit animation stuff is just so cool. And I wanted to make a game for a very long time as well. And pixel animation, it's also like it is part obviously art a lot, but then it's also a lot of just tedious,
just
drawing it
changes,
in. Exactly, yeah. And I'm a lot better at that. Like if I get into something, I can spend hours and hours and hours just doing that, even if it's just a tedious job. Like editing film and stuff. I love doing that. I can like when for school we made that 4-minute horror movie, and I edited all of that, and also I ended up. My computer crashed. I had to redo everything.
Oh, dude, I hate when that
happens. But I spent like 2 whole weeks just doing 10, 12 hours a day, just editing, and it's really fun. I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And filmmaking and stuff is just such a cool thing. Like the one idea that I've had now, which I really want to do, is make a indie documentary about the punk scene in Wellington. Which I got really inspired by my friend Keegan Sprott, and I really want to do that. And then I was talking to a friend down there, and he's like, "Yo, I have this like old 90s camcorder that you could use for this." I'm like, "Oh my god, imagine this! Like that would be so cool. And, like that kind of aesthetic and art style would be so cool." And so that's what I really want to try doing.
Yeah, dude. Talking about pixel animation. That just reminded me, I was supposed to show you guys this one band. Have you guys heard of Anamanaguchi?
No.
Bro, you guys would love it. It's like it's this chiptune electro punk band.
Oh.
Yeah. And they've been making music for like they did the soundtrack for the Scott Pilgrim video game.
Oh.
Yeah. But no, they make like rock music using like samples from old Game Boys and Nintendo.
That's cool. That I think I might have heard something of theirs before. Yeah.
No, they've got like really good stuff. Like they've got this one song called "Endless Fantasy."
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and the music video is just like this slice of pizza going up into space. It's so weird, but it's so cool.
That's cool. Oh, I think I might have seen that actually. Yeah. I'm also. I think on the first episode of my podcast we talk about Hot Mess.
Yeah.
And that really, really inspired me. I watched that whole documentary that Eric talks about. I watched that, and it's really, really cool. And it inspired me a lot as well, because he's like a young dude just doing stuff, and then like they do the whole like art exhibition. And I had the idea like once I move into a flat, I want to make my room like a walk-in art gallery, basically, like a small art space where people can like publicize their work and stuff. And have people like come visit the flat just to see this art kind of stuff. And make like an art collection, photos, and I mean, I've had this idea of making like a collection of people kind of thing, like a
group of associates.
Pretty much like an Odd Future, Wolfgang Kill Them All kind of idea, or like a Brockhampton kind of thing. Just a group of different individuals with their own like interests and stuff, and together just create stuff. And have like someone who makes music, someone who writes lyrics, an author, an animator, everything. Just have this creative group, and Wellington is just the place to be in New Zealand for that kind of stuff. So I really want to get down there, just get a collection of people together and just start creating things. Because always when I'm around you, I'm so inspired to do stuff. No, it's true. Like you always inspire me to just create something. And so I just want to just move somewhere, be surrounded by these people 24/7 and just create.
Dude, actually, Andy Warhol, he used to have this thing called his superstars, and they were all just like different people that he would work with. Like he had like a bunch of drag queens and stuff like that.
That's cool.
Yeah,
I wanted to try drag actually. I've been wanting to try drag for a while.
Yeah. I'd love to see you in like a big lace wig.
Great.
Like, wouldn't that just be the greatest thing to watch? You're trying to get tips and stuff, just shaking your fake titties.
But go on, superstars.
Superstars. So like he'd have like he had his like studio, which he called like the warehouse, and like he'd always have like all these like, in this day and age they'd be called like influencers. But back in the day they were just like kind of underground like drag queens and like like models and people like that. And yeah, he'd do stuff like, you know, take photos of them and make art out of it, or like make art films and stuff.
Hell yeah. Oh, is there something on YouTube about this, or?
Yeah, I was watching a Andy Warhol documentary.
Okay, can you send me that, and I'll link it in the description as well. I'll definitely watch that. That sounds interesting. But yeah, that's the kind of thing I want to create.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is just about doing stuff with your time, I guess, and I'm having a hard time with that recently, but like, do just need to start creating again. Yeah,
no, I feel that, dude. Like, I've been really wanting to make a band for like at least a good year or two now,
definitely,
but like I just don't know anyone.
Yeah,
so like I don't know, because I want to do like the lead singing, so it's like, and I don't play any instruments, so it's like, yikes.
So what kind of instruments are you looking for? What do you need?
Like, I need a guitarist, like a bass player, obviously, or maybe not even like a bass player, because I want to make like electropunk.
Okay.
So like that band Does It Offend You that I told you about ages ago? Yeah, like something like that. So like the lineup was like a bass player, a synth player, and a drummer, and then the lead singer, who would also either do synth or play guitar.
Okay. Well, if you need someone to awkwardly shout into a microphone, you've always got me. So.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
No, I've been wanting to create a band for ages as well. That's always been something I wanted to do. Especially because my uncle in Germany, he had a band, Pipeline Club. Have I played you some of the music now? Yeah. And like they were actually pretty well known in the Düsseldorf area. Yeah. Düsseldorf is a town. Yeah. And they've broken up now just because having families and all that. Yeah. But yeah, they were pretty well known. I have got some of their albums. I've just always been so into that music. And yeah, for a very long time. I mean, like since middle school, I've been wanting to make a band so bad. Obviously, like then it was just like, hey yo, let's make a club and hang out at lunch and talk about this. But like, not really do anything. But like, I've always wanted to try make something. Yeah. What other kind of ideas have you had, Ryan?
What?
I really want to do something like in the future when I have like the kind of budget for that kind of stuff. But
how about we just spitball an idea for something right now?
Okay. What do we start off with?
What kind of genre? What kind of medium? So a film?
It'll be a film
or series. What do we want to do?
Well, it depends how far into.
Yeah, it depends on the idea, really. Yeah. Like we'll start off with the idea of it being a film.
All right, a film. Okay, and you're saying futuristic stuff, or yeah, what kind of time?
Actually, I got like a whole list of like script ideas I had.
All right, go on.
For it, read them out.
Okay, let me just pull them up real quick. Yeah. Okay. So I've got 5, 6 ideas. Maybe 7 actually. So the first one is a drunk guy talks to an unrecognizable figure, right?
Yeah.
And it's implied that it's someone that they love, or like, you know, have loved before.
Right.
To all the boys I've loved before. Yeah, he just becomes like super emotional and gets like you know, he's like having an argument with this person.
Is this a stage?
I mean, it could
that
be.
seems almost like a play script.
Yeah, it could almost be like a play script.
It's like a very like monologue heavy kind of thing.
Yeah. So like the picture I had in my head was like you know, someone like super drunk, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm assuming a guy, because you know.
And they like start sobering up as they talk more.
No, I was thinking more like they get more and more drunk like throughout the thing.
Oh, okay.
And so are they like fully sober at the beginning, or are they already like?
I think they're pretty neck deep in the alcohol.
Okay.
They just get worse and worse.
Yeah. And so this person, like, you know, they like is you
so
can't.
It's really just kind of like spill your guts, all truth.
Kind of that thing, you know, like it's just a pitch black person, like like obviously you can see them because it's like daylight-ish.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking like this could be filmed by a creek or something.
Or like to the point where it's like just focused on him, and
so that's
far,
what I was thinking,
like just a bit too far that you can't make them out. Yeah.
He's just like, you know, basically just pouring out his guts to
or it's just that metaphorical him like on a wall talking to a shadowy figure, and then it focuses and it's just a couple of trash bags.
But he's just like pouring his guts out, like really just getting super emotional. And then like I don't know, like I was thinking like maybe at the end he like kills himself or something, you know, like it doesn't have like a good ending.
Okay, yeah. So is this more like a short film kind of idea?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
More like one single scene kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Camera zooms out. He's like a cemetery or something.
Yeah, or like he's literally just talking to a pole. It's just some like from afar, it just looks like some drunk dude talking to a pole.
Or it could just be like that shadowy figure is like a metaphor, but you don't really know who he's talking to, or he's just like talking off camera kind of thing. Yeah. So you don't know if he's talking to someone or not. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want me to read some more ideas?
Yeah, do that.
Oh, wait. For one of my like short films that I had to make for course. I started out with the idea of like, if you took the like kidnap thing from like Saw, but he was like real shit at it. Like, he's still setting up like the whole monitor system and all the traps, but like the guy wakes up and he's like right behind him.
Yeah. Wait, do you remember that joke we used to have in NIDS, right? Where we'd be like making up really like dumb Saw traps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fucking like. You have a cold, and there's no tissues.
So dumb.
It's just so lame and stuff. Like, you have to eat the salad, but it's fruit.
Like you're chained to a chair, and like a small piece of like wood comes down and gives you a little tiny splinter.
Yeah.
And it's just really annoying.
Yeah.
Your hands are tied behind your back, and there's a fly.
You have to sneeze,
but no one blesses you. You're in a room full of people who they're not talking, and you just sneeze, and none of them bless you.
Or okay, yeah, the like beginning signs of a cold, and no throat lollies.
You're in like a pitch black room, and every now and then like a very distant noise will start playing like around you as it travels around you.
Yeah.
Like it goes from like your left side to your right side immediately. Like,
you have Bluetooth headphones glued to your ears for the rest of your life, and all it plays is the sound of a fly.
You have Bluetooth headphones, but they're out of sync. But that would actually be horrendous. That would drive me crazy.
Yeah, same. You're just trying to listen to anything.
You have like normal headphones, but like one side's like not working.
Yeah,
that's horrible as well. But do you know what sucks with like bad Bluetooth headphones when you're watching a video and it's like out of sync because it's a little slow, so you're hearing the sound. Oh well, you're seeing them move their mouth, but the sound is lagging. It's like, oh!
Like even when it's just like a split second off, it drives you nuts.
It does.
It's the movie Saw. It's just got general like inconveniences. Like you get your change back from Subway, but it's 20 cents off. But you can't be bothered asking for the extra 20 cents because they're already serving the next guy.
Yeah. Or like you're in a dairy and you're paying for a drink, but you don't have enough coins.
But you can't leave.
Yeah. Apple over here like, okay, so we got a new phone, right? But no headphone jack.
Oof.
Apple over here like, we got this cool ass expensive TV, but you have to pay $1,000 for the stand.
So good. Yeah, I'll like read you some more ideas.
Keep her going.
So I had this other idea. I got this like idea just from looking at Neo once.
Swedish boy comes from New Zealand.
Yeah, literally. That's no.
Actually, I have. Back when I used to work at the Foursquare, I'd usually like before going to work, I'd be like, okay, what do I like daydream about today while I work? And like this one idea I had for a movie for a really long time. It's like a girl from like a really uptight family goes on exchange and meets like a punk kid.
And then meets a tall white boy with a bowl cut and falls in love.
No, but like tall white Swiss boy.
Like super like Christian family, for example, and she goes on exchange and then meets this punk kid and kind of gets into the scene, you know, and like him like introducing her to like life pretty much, and then being like that really romantic kind of thing, you know, and then like first heartbreak and stuff, and then like the family hears about it and like has her come back, and then he goes like really cheesy stuff, but like that could
be, he's like forbidden to see the family.
Yeah, exactly. It's that whole Romeo and Juliet kind of thing. But like I was fantasizing about that for a really long time because okay, not that I was kind of conceptualizing this idea for a very long time.
Yeah,
because I think it's
That's the plot to the Vanilla Ice movie.
All right.
Yeah. Oh,
Keep reading out.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had this idea when I
Thanks for talking shit on like this idea I've had for like 3 years.
First of all, you can do it better, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, you really
You can be better than Vanilla Ice. He starred in his own movie. Like,
Oh!
No. Did he play the punk kid?
he played Vanilla Ice.
No.
No, there are movies like that already. I know, but like I want to make it like a very, I don't know, just more realistic, I guess.
Bro, I love really bad cameos in movies. Like,
Oh, God, yeah.
Like Sugar Ray and Scooby Doo. Bro, what the... what?
Or just artists playing themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, okay, so yeah, I had this idea when I was looking at Neo one time, and so it's a kid gets high with his 2 friends. Oh wait, no, this wasn't the idea with Neo. This was the idea I had when I was hanging out with Will and stuff. And
Okay.
Ronan.
Yeah.
Ronan. Yeah, it's literally just what happened. A kid gets high with 2 friends and a guy he doesn't exactly like, and he has a bad trip, and he hasn't. He tries to get through the experience of a bad trip. That's literally it.
That could be. Well, that kind of idea goes like nice. Well, I'm thinking of Legion, the series, because like it's just that whole like tripping your mind out kind of stuff, like crazy visuals and just like super convoluted. Like what's happening is this in his head or is this actually happening? And then like by the end of it, it all makes sense. Or even better, it just doesn't make sense at all. Still, you're like, what? Why is there a cat? What does the cat have to do with the story?
Yeah.
You and like 5 other people like keep recommending me like to watch Legion, but no one told me it was a series. So I watched the movie on Netflix. I'm just like, this is not good.
You know, it's a superhero series. You need to watch it.
Yeah, that's definitely not what I watched.
Wait, what did you watch?
I don't know. It's like some gritty fucking like badass movie. I'm like, this is not fun.
That's so
No,
funny.
but you have to kind of break the series up, because if you watch too much, you just end up having a complete existential crisis. Like it's a scary series, but it's really good. It's really, really good. Season 3 is coming out soon, actually. Apparently, I'm super excited for that.
Hell yeah.
Oh, keep bringing out ideas.
Okay.
We haven't even come up with one yet.
Okay. A documentary about...
Keep your head up.
Right. Okay, Dad.
No, it's just because when you do this, it muffles your voice.
Yeah, true.
Bad for your neck.
Yeah, I got
It's
an
singing
idea.
things. See, I did barbershop. I know stuff.
I was in a barbershop quartet when I was a kid.
I
know
skate.
how to talk.
I know. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I skate. That's the worst line from Stranger Things season 3.
Wait,
Max-
that was in it?
Yeah, Max bandaging up Elle after she had like a giant cut in her leg, because she's like, you have to clean it, then put pressure on it, then bandage it, and disinfect it. And it's like, don't worry, I know what I'm doing. I skate. It's like, first of all, if anyone ever says that to you, don't trust them. And second of all, skaters don't look after their wounds.
Yeah, no,
they get a
don't.
scratch, they're like, that's gnarly, and that's it.
If a skater's telling you to put chemicals on your wounds, probably shouldn't.
Don't do it.
Yo, man, all you need to do is put this fucking acid on your arm, dude, and you're good. Alright.
Get some hydrochloric acid, rub it in there with some salt, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, dude. And then you gotta pee on it.
Well, that's a thing that people used to do. You piss on like some sand and they put it on the wound.
Yeah.
It's like some jellyfish.
Yeah, this is what you do for jellyfish. It's not just like a normal wound.
Yeah.
There's a very specific wound
You know,
that you have
No,
to treat.
apparently like
know
you do it
Gus
with
Johnson?
cuts as well.
Do you know Gus Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a Comedy Central bit where he's literally a lifeguard, but all he does is pee on people. Like, that's his only job. Like, he's going up to like women and kids, just like, "Do you guys need a pee?" And he like zips down his pants.
Need a pee.
Need a pee.
Do you guys need some pee?
Okay, so another one. Okay, so a woman crashes her car into another car. She is met with the ghost of the person that she crashed into, and has to decide whether to come with him to the afterlife or go on living after the crash.
Because they killed someone. Okay,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
And what's the connection to the person they hit?
Like literally nothing. Like it's
Don't know
just,
them at all.
Yeah, like
Okay.
I like kind of pictured that one driving ad that used to go on TV all the time about that dude pulling out with his kid in the back.
Oh yeah,
kind of like that,
yeah.
except like not lamb.
Yeah.
Like a little more interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had that idea, and then like
That could kind of combine both of them together.
Yeah.
The first idea, because they're like super drunk. Because they.
Yeah, I get
you
what you
could
mean.
mix both of them together. Yeah, someone like being really drunk and then heading and then having this one-on-one with this ghost kind of stuff.
Yeah.
What if it was actually like someone they knew, like an ex that they had?
Yeah.
Like they had like super into them, but then had a bad breakup and
Yeah.
it ruined them. And that's why they started drinking, and now they're having a huge monologue with them. And right at the end, they're like, do you come with me or do you live with the guilt now?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a really interesting concept, especially if they were already like in a relationship.
Yeah.
That's why, like, do you go with this person who ruined your life, but like potentially be happy in the afterlife together, or do you go back to life, both with the fact that you're already mentally messed up from the relationship and are alcoholic, and the fact that you've now killed the person and all the repercussions of that.
Yeah.
I really like that concept. That would be really cool.
Yeah.
That got me really inspired now. That's a cool concept.
Yeah. I mean, with me, like, when I have the idea of having two characters, like, being the main parts, and then, like, if there's, like, another person, there's just, like, background or something. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of having them, like, not know each other, or, like, not realizing that they know each other. Yeah, because, I don't know.
Or like the point where they don't know each other and then start bonding over something.
Yeah.
Like similar experience kind of thing.
Yeah, no, because I don't know. I to be honest, I find the thing of like people like finding connections really beautiful.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the whole soulmate ideas. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that as well. Yeah. Well, that makes it nice as well. Like that's a nice way of looking at it as well, because now they have the choice of potentially living in the afterlife with someone, or going back and dealing with repercussions. But then it would have to be like they were actually leading a really good life, kind of thing. Yeah. Do you have any input to that, Ryan?
Nah, you guys
yo man, this is dope.
But that's pretty trippy, yo. No, that's pretty good.
Thank you. Yeah, another thing I got the idea, like that idea was inspired by was the Black Parade album.
Oh yeah.
Because like
So who's that by?
My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
I was watching like this video that like breaks down the whole like, because it's a concept album.
Yeah.
So it like breaks down the whole like album and stuff. And that album is like pretty much just about a guy who's like losing his life to cancer, I think it was. And like the Black Parade song is like him about to go into the afterlife.
You're right. Okay.
Yeah, and so he's like looking back on his life and stuff like that. And then like near the end, it's like the last song is supposed to be like the second to last song, because they had like a bonus track. The last song is supposed to be like open to interpretation kind of thing, where like you have to decide whether this person's kind of gone to the afterlife and like let be with what happened in the past.
Right. Okay.
Or if they want to go back and see all the people that they could have.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
With. So yeah.
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah. I also, there's one concept I had as well.
Yeah.
Basically, kid goes in a coma.
Okay.
And
Sweet.
basically, he's then kept alive, but like for like he goes into like a spiritual coma basically, and like in his coma he goes back in time, and basically becomes the deity we believe is God. Like, right? So like, yeah, they go on this whole like mental trip back to when there was nothing, and they create Earth and literally become like a god deity, and then like it connects in with like the Egyptians having their gods, but like he was there and built everything, and he was there with the Aztecs and all that, and then he wakes up like 100 years after he first was put in the coma. Obviously with people, no one that like that he grew up with. Like all his family is dead and everything, and then he's become but like all the government stuff has changed now, and now he's literally just someone's property, like this country's property. Like he's basically an experiment at this point. And because he's gone through that whole God experience, now when he wakes up, he's literally just God, right? So he's got like superpowers and everything kind of thing. And he basically breaks free. He's like, haha, you don't own me. I can do whatever I want. And then like goes back in time and like tells all his family that everything is okay. This is just one idea I was spitballing with, but I found that like a cool idea.
Yeah. Yo, there used to be this show on TV that kind of reminds me of. I can't remember what it was called, but it was about this like dude living in like kind of the future. And he wakes up one day and he realizes that he's not the same person. Like it's like think of like resurrection, right?
Right. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you like wake up like a bird or something. Yeah. So this person like I think they died and then they came back as just some random husband of like a family and stuff.
Okay.
Because you know he's trying to learn to live with this like new family that he doesn't actually know.
Right. Yeah.
Despite the fact that you know they know that there's history of with him.
Right,
know,
and
like,
he knows nothing of that.
Yeah, he knows like nothing at all.
Yeah.
Yo, you know what would be a really funny concept for a like really dumb movie?
Yeah.
So we make Freaky Friday, right? But the people that swap bodies are twins. So like really there's nothing different.
No, but that's actually kind of funny though.
Yeah, like
that's
there's like
actually kind of funny.
Yeah, like there's like not really that much of a difference except like
they're freaking out, but they try to keep like talking to other people, and they're like, "We believe you," but like, does it really matter?
Yeah, like does
because
it make
they
much
always
of a
like
difference?
trick their teachers into like, no, that's Sam. No, this is Sam. Actually, I'm Sam all along. But now they're like, I'm Sam. That's not Sam. And everyone's like, whatever. That's
they're like trying to play it up like a sitcom, but like the teachers are like really morbid, like. Alright, I don't care. Sam, sit down.
No, but that's Sam. I am sitting down. Okay, I think, we'll wrap it up around now. It was really cool having you guys on.
Thank you.
I'll let you guys plug something.
Follow on Instagram, Eric Risk, you know what it is. And check out my podcast called Headspinz.
Headspinz, we just did an episode for you again. That's going to be interesting to listen into.
Yeah.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, man.
Alright, and that's another episode done. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, it worked for once. I've been trying to make that happen for so long. That literally happened on the first episode. Then no one's ever done it. I'm like, I need to tell them beforehand. It worked. Yay. Cool, okay. Oh no.
Bye.
I haven't recorded at all.